This video is probably going to trigger a lot of people out there, and that's fine. If you find yourself getting triggered, I don't want you to get upset. Take a moment to relax and just think in and check in with yourself and reflect. Why is this bothering me? What is it about what this girl is saying that is bothering me? And if you find after your reflection that I'm wrong, I'm crazy, cool. And if you find after your reflection that maybe she's rubbing me the wrong way because she's bringing up some stuff that I don't want to necessarily see because she might be a little bit correct, hey, that's what I'm here for. And for everyone that disagrees with what I'm saying, that is absolutely okay. You are allowed to have your opinion because you don't have to agree with every single thing that I say. But if you find that the majority of these things exist in your relationship or in the person that you're dealing with, in my humble opinion, run. Number 1, he makes you feel like your period is disgusting. He gets squeamish about your period. You can't talk about your period around this man because he's disgusted by it. He's disgusted by something that occurs in every woman's body every single month since 12 years old or whatever the case is whenever you got your period.
The key word that I said is disgust. It is a difference from a man being disgusted by something that occurs in a woman naturally versus feeling neutral about it or even going out of his way to help you through the process. And this right here happens to be a good example of what I was talking about.
He is disgusted by this. Let me tell you something. Back in the day, men used to actually worship period blood. And I don't say that word lightly. The ancient cultures understood, and I'm talking African, Hindu, Indian, all over the place, Chinese, everybody. They called it yin juice, whatever the case is. They said that period blood created the whole universe. It was said that the Egyptian or Kemetic pharaohs became gods by ingesting the blood of Isis or Aset. You know what I'm saying? Now you can take those things symbolically or you can take those things literally, whatever the case is.
And another reason why I want to highlight this specific reaction of disgust to the period specifically because this reaction is rooted in complete religious programming around a woman's body and what it does every single month. Because basically, as you see here from this specific text, this is basically telling you how back in the day, they used to basically teach women that their periods were contaminating and that they were impure and unpure when they were on their period. So therefore, they would literally separate women and not get them to touch any items. And the items that they did touch have to be blessed by the rabbi because a woman who is bleeding is a woman who is nasty, unclean, unkempt, even though this is something that happens literally every month since generations. And those other cultures, like I said, they used to understand that the period was this supernatural thing that created the entire universe.
Your period, your cycle is one of the most sacred things that we get to be blessed with as a woman. Check out my video that I made about periods because if you're having a terrible period with a lot of cramps and all that thing, you are out of alignment with your feminine energy. They have us thinking that we're supposed to be suffering and in pain and that our periods are terrible, but really our periods are one of the most empowering things that we will ever experience as a woman, one of the most sacred times that you will ever go through, the opportunity to release what no longer serves you from your body, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, ashe. And it is a time that you are the most psychic, the most in tune with your divine being, okay? If a man is disgusted by your natural cycle, he can't respect you as a woman because a divine masculine man is going to treat his woman correctly. Back in the day when women were on their period, it was custom. It was normal for men to actually treat women respectfully, extra carefully when they were on their period. They allowed their women to rest, to go with the flow, and to really allow themselves to take care of themselves. And if there was any task that the women had, the man would be like, no, it's okay, I got you, I'll do it, I'll take care of it. So if you're dealing with the 21st century man and he is disgusted by it, it's a no. It's a no for me. It's tragic. Like, dump it away. It's trash. And what does that say about his relationship that he has with his own divinity? He can't even recognize the goddess within you. Okay? I don't play with the reproductive organs. Don't play with me when it comes to that. I've dealt with a lot of masculine men, and I've dealt with like men that are not even human. Check out that video. They will literally take care of you. Take care of you. Run to the store, get you your pads, your tampons, whatever the case is. They'll take care of you. If not, gotta go. 2, he's not open-minded. You feel like you can't openly express yourself. You feel like if you say any of your more out there thoughts, whatever the case is, that he's going to laugh at you or make you feel like you're crazy. You can't actually express how you truly feel about any of these topics, especially when it comes to your spirituality, whatever the case is, your belief system. You feel like you can't express yourself because every time you express yourself, he cuts you off or he makes you feel like you're not heard. A divine masculine man is going to allow a woman to express herself authentically and emotionally, and he's going to be open-minded. If you're dealing with somebody, he's making you feel like you're crazy or whatever the case is, that is a sign that he's not in his divine masculine energy, because a man is going to hold space for you. If you're developing throat chakra issues from dealing with a man, you're not using your voice. And I know we get taught that we have to be the prim and proper and we have to be quiet. Don't speak, just look good and sit back. A true divine masculine man is gonna make you understand that it is okay, it is safe for you to express yourself as long as we're communicating effectively and respectively and authentically. 3, he doesn't give you the brain. The brain. Okay, think ahead. Especially if he expects you to give him the brain. Men who say, I don't give insert word because we're not, getting demonetized. From what I've seen, these men are not to be dealt with when it comes to your yoni, because as we know, the yoni is sacred. So if a man doesn't want to give you, especially if you are constantly giving to him, it's a no for me. He doesn't respect your yoni, the most sacred thing of a woman in this human physical form. That is your center of creation. That is your center of life in your body. So if he doesn't want to bring you pleasure, he doesn't care about your pleasure, he's not divine masculine. A divine masculine man is going to want to appreciate his woman and want to make sure that his woman is satisfied in all ways. They understand that this center gives life. It is said that our juices, our ejaculation, gives life. Unconsciously, if a man is disgusted, once again, by your yoni, but at the same time wants to penetrate your yoni, he doesn't deserve to penetrate your yoni, okay? Because a lot of women out there don't even experience penetrative orgasm. But a lot of women, it's easier for them to experience clitoral orgasm. A lot of the times you don't experience internal orgasms because we're not connected to the internal part of our being. We don't have a sacred relationship with the yoni. We have a lot of trauma and pent up emotions in there, and it causes us to not really feel safe and relaxed enough to actually fully be present in the act, because you're dealing with men who aren't making us feel sacred, who aren't making us feel safe, who aren't nurturing us. So we don't feel safe enough to open up and even get to the state that we need to enter into to be able to have penetrative orgasm, because that comes from a place of comfort within yourself and your being. So if you're constantly giving and giving and giving and giving, you're living in your masculine energy, because the masculine gives and you never receive anything in return, and he is okay with that, it's a no. 4, after dealing with this man in all levels and specifically sexually, if you find yourself constantly getting yeast infections, BV, all types of infections, especially UTIs, your body is intuitive. Your body is an intuitive mechanism. It knows very well. So if you're dealing with somebody like that and you constantly are getting infections and stuff of that nature, 1, the person that you're dealing with isn't cleaning themselves properly, or 2, the person that you're dealing with energy is not in good cooperation with your energy. That person's energy is probably very toxic to you. Let me tell you, the yoni is very sensitive, and she is sensitive to things that are not serving her. So if you're constantly in those situations and you find yourself dealing with a person and all of a sudden you seem to develop chronic yeast infections, chronic whatever, when it comes to the yoni space, that person's energy is very toxic towards you. Sex is a union. So you're becoming one with a person. That person is giving you their energy. That's why as women we naturally have holes, okay? Because we receive energy. So if you receiving a person's energy and your body starts rejecting it, that is a sign that person's not right for you. That person probably isn't in their divine masculine energy, because a lot of the times yeast infections come from not going within and feeling like our needs are not being met. UTIs especially are usually a sign that somebody has pissed you off. Okay, somebody has pissed you off, especially of the opposite sex or whoever you're dealing with on a romantic level. They have pissed you off. That is a reason for why you may develop a UTI. It's a no for me. 5, he is not divine masculine if he does not take care of himself. If he doesn't take care of himself on a practical physical level, he doesn't take care of his body, he doesn't work out, he constantly is eating all types of junk food, he doesn't care about his health, he's not a divine masculine. If he doesn't honor his body, he's not going to honor your body. And understand, when you're dealing with somebody, when you're in the 7th house, it's a partnership. It's a mirror of each other. And then once you go to the 8th house with somebody, the 8th house is the union, okay? It's what happens after the relationship. This is coming together with somebody at the deepest level, becoming one with somebody. Okay, that's why it's shared resources and stuff of that nature. It is the union. So if you're in union with somebody and they don't take care of themselves, you will find that you will stop taking care of yourself. You will stop taking care of your health. And everybody in the situation's health is going to start declining. A divine masculine, thank you for your order. That was a good one. The divine masculine is going to take care of his body and going to take care of his health. Because if your body is healthy, you're going to feel healthy. You're going to be vibing on a healthy level, which is a high frequency, and it's going to be abundant. You're going to attract the wealth, you're going to attract the money, you're going to attract the opportunity and the happiness and the joy and fulfillment. But if you're always tired and fatigued and you're not taking care of yourself and you're dealing with a man who's like that, down the drain. Down the drain. 6. Ooh, this is gonna trigger a lot of people out there. If he constantly wants you to pay for everything, or he constantly wants you to pay the bill, and hear what I said, he wants you to. Once, that's the key word, because obviously we're going to get in situations sometime where maybe, you know, we're having a rough month, we're having a rough year, whatever the case is, we're going through things. But if he wants you to, if he has an innate desire for you to take care of everything, for you to handle the bills, for you to always reach into your wallet, not divine masculine. A divine masculine man is going to want to bring security to your life. He is going to want to support you in every way, emotionally, physically, financially. He is going to want to bring support to your life. So if he constantly wants you to pay for everything, that is a sign that he is not divine masculine, and that you're going to end up being depleted and end up taking care of a man. And I have some of these men in my family. This is what they do. They're attractive, they're fine, they find women with low self-esteem, and the next thing you know, the women will end up taking care of them, housing them and stuff of that nature, because they have low self-esteem, and that man mooches off of them and gives them, you know, good sex and stuff like that, and then they end up getting trapped with this man who probably is out here cheating and doing all types of stuff. But because this man is so fine and blah blah blah, he's a user. He will end up using you and depleting you of your energy, and you need to raise your self-esteem. Next. 7, he doesn't please you sexually. If a man doesn't please you sexually, first things first, natural things happen. Sometimes you're just not compatible with somebody. But if he doesn't care about your pleasure, he doesn't care about your pleasure, he doesn't want to see you feel good, he doesn't ask how something feels for you. First of all, he's not intuitive enough to actually sense that you're not actually fully fulfilled and satisfied. And if he doesn't care about your pleasure, your yoni, like I said, is very sacred, and the energy around sex is a very sacred thing. So if he doesn't want to please you, that is a sign that he's not living in his divine masculine, because a divine masculine man will always want to see you satisfied. Makes them feel like they're in their energy and that they're a good man, and they like feeling that, and they love seeing you satisfied. A man will love to see you satisfied. So if he doesn't care about your pleasure and he just penetrates you, and why are we even here? Why are we doing this right now? It's actually trauma to your yoni. 8, he doesn't practice semen retention. Okay, he doesn't practice sexual transmutation. Okay, these are the things when a man basically holds his seed, and he learns how to hold his seed instead of constantly ejaculating all over the place. If your man is always masturbating and ejaculating all the time, he is draining his life force energy. After a while, he is going to become lazy, he's going to lack ambition, and he's not going to have any energy to give to himself, and especially to you. Okay? So if he doesn't practice any form of semen retention sometimes, okay, he doesn't know how to actually study the sexual science, it's a no for me. 9, if he doesn't honor you and respect you in your divinity. He doesn't call you a goddess, he doesn't call you a queen, and better yet, he doesn't treat you like a goddess or a queen. Throw him away. Throw the whole relationship away. A divine masculine man is always going to honor and respect the divine feminine. It's in their DNA. It's in their blood. It's a natural thing. They're going to want to take care of you. They're going to want to take care of you. They're going to want to just see you doing well. They're going to want to support you. They're going to want to be there for you. They're going to raise you up because that is in their DNA. They're not going to want to disrespect you, because if they disrespect you, they are disrespecting their creator, okay? And I said what I said. A divine masculine man will always honor you as a divine being, and he will nurture, love, and respect the divine feminine within you, and he will encourage the divine feminine. He wants you to be in a state of relaxation. He wants you to be calm. He wants you to receive, and he wants you to practice receiving. He wants to. It makes him happy too. It makes him happy to see you happy. So if he's disrespectful, he treats you like ish, he's gaslighting you, he's manipulating you, he is not divine masculine, and you need to leave him alone. And 10, he doesn't appreciate your natural. He doesn't like your natural. And when I say natural, I mean natural everything. He doesn't like your natural hair. He encourages you. He was like, yo, where that weave at? Yo, where's that wig at? Yo, get that wig. Yo, get that long straight wig. Yo, you gonna get a relaxer? Or he encourages you. And I'm not saying that a BBL is the wrong thing to do. Like, actually, you know, let me not talk about that. He encourages you to get a BBL. He's like, yo, let me go pay for your surgery. Let me go pay for that life-threatening surgery, okay? He wants you to get a BBL. He wants you to change yourself. He doesn't like you naturally. If he doesn't like you in your most natural state, with no makeup, with your natural hair, with your natural body, he doesn't appreciate your natural, he doesn't appreciate you, okay? Every divine masculine man, they want to see you in your natural state. They want to see you. They want to see, because when they see you in your natural state, they understand that they are truly seeing you for you, and they want to appreciate you in your fullest authenticity, and they want to love you in your fullest authenticity. And not saying that you have to be natural all the time. Not saying that. But they're going to want it. They're going to have a desire to see you in that state and to love you in that state as well. So if you're attracting men in your life who don't appreciate you in your natural state, that is a reflection of you and how you don't appreciate yourself in your natural state. That you need to start loving your hair, that you need to start loving your face naturally, that you need to start loving on your body naturally. And then once you do that and you learn to love yourself, then you will attract men who will love you the same. And I don't want to be one of those people who's like, where you have to always be natural and stuff like that. No. Like, obviously, I have makeup on, you know, I'm dolled up, you know, I got hair, you know, I got the outfit, the jewelry. That's a part of, you know, the feminine energy too. But I also love and appreciate myself as I am. And that's a very important thing.